Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm so excited because yesterday I just got my blush Tribe palette. It's the Paulina palette. It comes with a sleeve like this. And it also has a protective sleeve to have outside of the palette, which is exactly the same. And as you can see, it's the same picture on the inside and outside of the palette, just the opposite way, which is really cool. So I'm really excited to try this palette. I almost didn't buy it because I have so much makeup now, but it's limited edition and I don't know, I just started following Paulina and I think she's really a great makeup artist or influencer, so I just decided to pick this up. I mean it has so many nice green shades here. I'm so excited to use this lime green called Friends. I did also pick up some pigments when I was picking up this palette. Plus I actually got a free one, which is free green glitter. I think it comes with all of the Paulina palettes, but I wasn't really aware of that, so for me it was like a super nice surprise because I love green and this glitter is so beautiful. And I did also get 4 other pigments. So this one is called Sage. It's like a cool green, but then with a really like golden shift. So it's very beautiful. I think I might want to use it today. I did also get the shade Pine, which is more of a very dark green shade, but it's also cool toned. So I think this would be great for like a smoky look using some of the green shades in the palette. And the last of the jungle pigments that I got was also the shade Fern, which is a little bit more warm toned, a little bit lighter than the shade Pine. I also picked up one of the titanium dust shades, which is the shade Riley. It's like a warm purple shade with a really intense blue shift, and I think this would go so great with the purple shades in the palette. So I have so many possibilities right now to make looks with this palette, so I'm not sure what I will do today. But first I will just go ahead and swatch the palette so you can see how the shades look on my arm. That is all the shades in the Paulina palette swatched, and I think they all swatched really great. Of course I had to go in with a couple of layers of this darkest one, but it's a dark purple, so that was sort of expected already. And the shimmers were so insane. These two have some micro glitters in them, whilst this is more of like a foiled shimmer without many sparkles. And this lime green swatched amazing, so I think it's going to be really pigmented on the eye. And honestly all of the others also swatched very good, so I do think all of them will perform very well on the eyes. So yeah, that was the swatches, and now I'm just super excited to get into my first look. for the first look that I'm doing with this palette, I think I will go in with the greens, and I think I will try to use all of them. I will at least use the mattes. And since I got some pigments as well from the Jungle bundle, I really want to try the shade Sage. I think this would be really great for the middle of the lid. And then maybe using Fern, this warmer green, on the outside of the lid to maybe make like a halo effect, and then just use the greens in my crease. So yeah, I think this shimmer is also really pretty, so I'll just see what kind of shades I will actually end up using. As I always do, I just started off with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C1 as my base. I also put on some regular tape on my eye. And now I'm just going to go in with the darkest shade first, the shade called Sigge. I think I'm done with the shade Sigge for now, so I think it really performed well. It's a little bit harder in the pan, but I'm really happy with how it looks so far. And now I'm just going to take the shade here that is called Humble. And I'm using a bit of a smaller blending brush just because I don't want to pack it on way too far down on the darker shade. So as you can see, I just went in with the shade Friends as well, with the same brush that I used for the shade Humble. And now I'm just going to cut my crease using my BH Cosmetics Base Booster, which I just love to use for all of my cut creases, honestly. That said, I only use it if I don't have to have a white or like transparent base, because obviously when using just the glitter glue you will see through and see the shade that you already applied on your lid. So if I do want like a really clean base, then I will cut my crease with concealer instead. I don't know if you can catch all the shifts, but it looks like pixie dust almost. It's so beautiful. So I'm just going to take a flat brush and then I will just start patting it on, and then I will of course show you also the other shade that's called Fern. I just went ahead and used my Superstay Matte ink from Maybelline in the shade Unapologetic, together with my Guerlain, I don't know how to pronounce it, Diviniora lip pencil in the shade Brune Chocolate, which I really love for basically any shade that I use on my lips. And now I'm just about to do my inner corner highlight, so I just put my Makeup Mekka waterproof eyeliner in my waterline, and now I'm just putting it like I did here in my inner corner. And I'm doing this because I did notice that this glitter has a little bit of an iridescent base, so you can sort of see a little bit through it. So I was thinking maybe it would be a really nice inner corner highlight. So to do this, I decided to just have a really nice base here, which is of course white. And now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics Base Booster again. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of glue just on top of the white. And then I will just go ahead and apply some of the glitter sage just on top, and yeah, I hope it will turn out a nice highlight. I just thought it was so sparkly and beautiful, so I just really want to try it out. I'm just trying to put very little on my brush now, just because I did spill quite a bit when applying it to my eye. And I am spilling a lot of glitter right now as well. But yeah, it looks really pretty actually. So I'll just continue to pat it on in place. I will also do the same thing on my other eye. Then I'm just going to do a close-up so you can see how the look is. And of course I will put on mascara before that. And then I will just come back to tell you how I felt about this look. This is how the green look that I made with the Paulina palette turned out, and I'm really happy with it. I just regret putting that glitter here because it's a little bit too dark and I prefer it to be lighter than my actual skin tone, which is sort of hard to manage, but yeah, I would just change that if I was to do this look again. The pigments were so beautiful. The glitter is so sparkly. It's a little bit see-through, so I'm happy that I did have some green base on my eyelid from the matte shades that I put in my crease. And I think that the other pigment called Fern, it really made the look a little bit more smoky because the green shades in the palette aren't really that dark. Yeah, but I really like how it looked. The shades performed beautifully. I loved the pigments. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what I will come up with for the next looks. I have so many ideas in my head. So I guess I will just go straight to the next look so you can see what I come up with. I'm here to do my second look with the Paulina palette. So yeah, I guess I will just start out. I'm definitely gonna try this one first and go in with this in my crease. Then I'm going to blend it out with probably these two and then just put this one all over my lid. I'm still thinking if I want to use the Paulina glitter like in the center of my eye to make like a spotlight. But we'll just see if I'll keep it simple with only the purple shades or not. I already primed my eyes with my Makeup Revolution base, and now I'm just going in with this shade in my crease, just making sure that the concealer is blended out, and yeah, we'll take it from there. I picked up way too much on my brush, but as you can see, it's super pigmented. This is looking really nice, and you can actually see the difference on the shade Paulina and the shade Angel. This is way more cool toned, and Paulina is way more warm toned. So I'm happy that you can actually see the difference in them. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with my base booster with a flat brush, and then I'm going to use the pigment Riley. Honestly, I think this pigment alone just looks so amazing, so I don't think I want to actually go in with any green glitter, because I think this is stunning by itself. So I think I will just do my eyeliner, do the rest of my face makeup, and then I will come back to show you the finished look and my opinions of this look. Okay, so I cannot help myself, so I just put some white waterproof liner here in my inner corner. Then I put some of my Beige Cosmetics Base Booster, and now I'm going in with the Paulina glitter that I got from my palette. I just had to do something like this. So pretty. I also just added the shade Darkside from the Kaleidos Sci-Fi green palette, so it's the black shade. I almost use it every day just to pack on underneath here. So I don't know if you can see, but I personally feel like there's a big difference when because you can see here that I packed it on and here I didn't. Because when I do it, it just fills out my lashes because they're so blonde, so I just won't be able to get to it with the normal eyeliner. So I just pack it on like this. My battery is almost out, so I'm just gonna quickly say what kind of products I used. I used my Guerlain Burnt Chocolate lip liner, and I used my NYX Lingerie lipstick in the shade Exotic. I think these go so well together, but I always end up overlining my lips way too much, but who cares? I still like how it looks. About the purple shades in the palette, I think they all performed so nicely. I think that they blended amazingly. I really love this look. I got sort of surprised at how much I like it. I'm so glad I ended up putting the Paulina glitter in my inner corner. I just love the little extra effect that it gave this look. And the pigment is so amazing. I think it really helps that I put it on with the base booster instead of just using, for example, my Inglot Duralin. If I remember, I will try to show you how the pigments perform with Duralin and how it performs with the base booster on my arm, because I want to swatch them, but I don't have time right now. So I will see if I can do that for the last look. So yeah, that was the purple look that I ended up with. Do you like it? As I said, love it. I'm so happy with it, and I cannot wait to do my last look with this palette. Today it is Sunday, it's almost 1 p.m. and I'm back to film my last look with the Blush Tribe Paulina palette. So today I want to only use the shades here. I'm gonna try at least. And I want to go in with the dark green shade Sigge in my outer corner. Then I'm going to use the shade Friends as a transition. And for my inner corner, I'm going to try to blend these two together. So I'm going to blend the Sigge shade into this one. And I'm going to use this one, the shade Paulina, as my transition shade, I think. And for the lid, I want to do this one, where I have the green. So this one on the outer corner of the lid, and I think I want to use this one for my inner corner, and then or like not the inner corner but the inside of my lid, and this one for my inner corner highlight, and maybe a little bit underneath my lower lash line, but we'll just see what I'm going to do for the lower lash line because I'm not quite sure yet. So yeah, let's just go into the look. I just noticed that my settings on my camera had switched, so that's probably why all my videos have been like focusing on different lighting, so it's gone from light to dark, but hopefully now that's fixed. I just finished up my lids with the shimmers, and honestly they're so amazing, but I really want to do something different now, so I was thinking I would go in with some glitter glue just by the edges here, and then I will tap the Paulina pigment, like the glitter, on top of that, just to make like a glitter liner. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go all the way here, but I'm definitely going to do it at least for the purple side. So I'll just do that and speed things through a little bit. This is how my final look with the Blush Tribe Paulina palette turned out, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. As you saw, I just put glitter liner here and I really love this detail. For my inner corner I just used the Luxie Beauty highlighter in Celestial, whilst on my cheek I just used the Colourpop Super Shock highlighter in Flexitarian and topped it off with Luxie Beauty Ever After. I will put all of the info in my description box down below if you're curious. And yeah, I just really loved how this palette performed. If I had to pick a favorite of the looks that I did, I think it would be maybe this or the previous purple look. And that just says about everything about my thoughts on this palette, because green is usually my favorite shade to play with. And when that is the least favorite look that I have, then this is a really amazing palette. So I'm so happy that I got it, and I think it's a very unique color story. I don't really have all of these shades. I don't have many purples like this, for example. And this green is like such a nice cool toned green, and the shimmers are just super sparkly. So if you like colors like this or you want to experiment with them, I totally recommend you to get this palette. Oh, before I forget, I just want to swatch the different pigments for you using my glitter glue and some Duralin for at least the Riley pigment, because that's way more loose of a pigment. So I'll just do that and be right back. Okay, so for this top one I used the Inglot Duralin, so you can sort of see that it has more of like a lighter sheen, more foiled, whilst here you can more see the glitters, I feel like. And I feel like this one is more opaque, so I'm happy I used it like this on my eye. So I just wanted to show you the difference from like mixing it with Duralin and to use the glitter glue. And here I just swatched the different pigments or glitters. So the top one is the Paulina glitter, which is so beautiful and sparkly. Here we have the shade Sage. Here we have Fern, and here we have the shade Pine. So I hope you can see how sparkly and beautiful they are. I really enjoyed them, that's for sure. And I'm definitely gonna reach for these a lot. That's it for today's video with my Blush Tribe Paulina palette. I really enjoyed it and I hope you enjoyed it too. Please comment down below which of my looks were your favorite. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!